I'm Rick Hall. I do transportation work with some of the new urbanists that I can associate with, and we've done a lot of successful work over the last 15 years or so. Right now, we're in the middle of an economic recession where essentially the pause button has been pressed, and most construction of towns and houses and offices come to a complete stop. It's a refreshing opportunity for us as new urbanists to look at what caused some of the meltdown and where we could contribute to a healthier, more economically sustainable, and more environmentally sustainable. We have all of the winning objectives to get out there. But in transportation specifically, we have been looking at, for years, changing the arterial collector and local paradigm under which all federal highways are constructed, and many state and county and city highways and streets. And we've been wrestling with how to make that more compatible with new urbanism. And only recently have we tried to rewrite on our own the Chapter 1 of the AASHTO Green Book, the guidelines that are nationally accepted and get propagated overseas also. I flew 4 hours south and did a job in Panama, and there they are. The AASHTO Green Book regulations were brought right up to us. So the functional classification that guides the entire AASHTO Green Book has not been updated in over 30 or 40 years. So what we're proposing now, and we just discovered this over the last month, is we need to identify within the AASHTO guidelines a new portion of an urbanized area. For them, right now, they either have rural or urbanized. Those are the only two areas within which you design your arterials and collectors. So what we want to say is take that urbanized area, which is the entire area within which an MPO operates, and bifurcate that. And you say this area is suburban and this area is compact urban. So we're introducing a new term, compact urban, and the other part is suburban, and that's how you parse out the urbanized area. What that allows you to do is to have an arterial US 90, it's coming in the rural section, that is 60 miles an hour, design speed, 12-foot lanes, 4-lane highway. Comes into the suburban part and they drop it down to 45, keep the 12-foot lanes, 4-lane highway. And when it wants to go into the compact urban area, you go to 10-foot lanes, 25 miles per hour, and it may or may not continue as a 4-lane facility. So that allows us to accomplish a tremendous number of things in actualizing all 4 modes of transportation, walking, biking, transit, as well as motor vehicles, within that compact, mixed-use, slower, tighter environment. And it allows us to draw that line in the sand and say, all right, the state highway is going to go all the way through, but it's going to change its character when it gets into the compact urban. Perhaps if we can get funding that is prioritized for those areas, because in the days of tight dollars, the feds are going to look for the most efficient way to improve transportation, and these compact areas will be ready to receive priority federal dollars and get all 4 modes actualized. And the urban development patterns then will be much different than they've been for the last 70 years in the suburbs. So we've got that as a national priority that we're going to propose to even the CNU board once we get it a little better polished in-house, and then take that to the national level, down through the top and into the Federal Highway Administration, and see what we can do to make all those changes. We're already working from the bottom up with some folks that are rewriting the AASHTO Green Book, and we've got them to promise to put in, initial draft anyway, suburban and compact urban as the 2 elements of the urbanized area. So we're getting a little progress on that so far, but we'll see how it plays out. We need the policy thrust to get their attention to make sure that gets updated before this time next year, when their next AASHTO Green Book publication will be out on the streets. That's where we are.